Hi everyone! So today I'm going to do another unboxing video, except this one's gonna be a little bit different because I've already actually unboxed everything. It's gonna be more like a what's in my mailbox kind of video. The reason being is because at this point I just feel like I want to show you things that I actually care enough to show about, because what happens is you get onto a lot of these press lists and then your address like kind of gets circulated, and I get stuff sent from brands that I have absolutely no interest in, and I don't ask them to send me anything. Sometimes something will just show up in my mailbox and I'll be like, oh, what is this? I just don't feel like showing things that I'm just not interested in. Like there's no point in it. I just want to show you guys things that I am actually interested in. I'll still give you my opinions if something is good or bad, like I've always done. So I've got a lot of new things sent from MAC. So one of the things they sent me is the Cool Neutral palette. This is the Eyes on MAC collection, although I do believe that these are permanent, and this is the Cool Neutral, so there's 15 eyeshadows in here, and these are full size. There's a lot of neutral palettes that are out on the market now, and a lot of them are very, very warm toned. And I personally love cool tones, so when I got this, I was like so excited. I was like, ah, because the colors are just so beautiful. They're just so right up my alley. There's a good combination of mattes and satins and shimmery and frosty and stuff like that. And this one has a few from the permanent range, like Black Tide is permanent and Brun is permanent, and there might be one or two others. I'm not quite sure, but actually no, I think all the other ones are not permanent. These palettes are quite expensive, so you definitely will get a bigger bang for your buck in getting something like the Urban Decay Naked palette or something like that. But these are full-size shadows, and you do get 15 of them, so 15 full size. So it does work out cheaper than if you were to buy them individually. And this is actually, this makeup look that I have on is a look that I'm gonna upload with this palette. I really like the quality of MAC shadows. I mean, some of them can be hit and miss, but generally overall I love MAC eyeshadows. This also comes in a warm range, so if you're not into cool tones, you can also check out the warm neutral palette. They sent me a few things from the, I think it was called Wash and Dry collection. They sent me the Golden Rinse Studio Sculpt Defining Bronzing Powder. I love the packaging of this. I mean, they're really sort of fun. This is a really cool sort of bronzing powder, but it is definitely warm tone. And this one, it has a little bit of a sheen to it. So it has sort of an orangey undertone, but it does have a little bit of a sheen, so it's not completely matte, so this is really nice. And they also sent me a lipstick, and this is the Tumble Dry. This is a luster finish, and this is like a really cool sort of peach. Since it is a luster, it doesn't have a really super strong color payoff. I've never used the MAC skincare products, honestly. They sent me the Time Check lotion and the 2-in-1 Radiance Booster serum, and this is kind of interesting because the top here is like a serum here, and then I think you open it down there, and then this is something else, you can open that as well. So that's like a tinted serum on the bottom. I honestly haven't tried these out. I have one of the eyeshadows that came out with the Extra Dimension eyeshadow. So this was, I think, also a limited edition collection with a bunch of these eyeshadows that were super, super shimmery. They have a really sort of creamy, shimmery payoff. This one is called Lunar. I just ruined the design on the top, but the design is really nice. It's kind of this wave design. Can you see that? So that's a really nice design on the front. Then I have here a couple of the Patent Polish lip pencils. These are also new. These are kind of like those pencil stick, you know, sort of really easy crayons to use for your lips. And I have these in two colors. I have it here in Revved Up, and this one is called Fearless, and this one is kind of a sort of a bright pink color, and the other one is more of a peachy coral color. This one is very sheer, it's there. It's kind of similar to the Tumble Dry one. These are super easy to use. You can just like paint them on. You don't even really need a mirror with them because they're very forgiving, and they're very creamy, and they almost have like a glossy finish to them. I also have here a blush. This is called the Casual Color Lip and Cheek Color, so you could use this for both your cheeks and your lips. And this one is called For Your Amusement. That one is swatched right there. It's kind of like a bright, but still like a baby pink, like a bright baby pink, if that makes sense. Doesn't it, again, it has that sort of non-offensive vanilla scent, so this would be totally fine to use on your lips. And then I have received also a few of the things from the Le Disco collection, and I think this is the latest one. This one is more like if you really like glitter. If you don't like glitter, then you probably won't like this collection because there's a lot of glittery stuff in here. So I have two of the what are these called? Dazzle shadows, and these eyeshadows just have a ton of sparkle in them, like lots of micro glitter. It's not like chunky big gold glitter, it's like really finely milled glitter. Can you see that there, how it's like sort of dazzling? And this one is called I Like to Watch, and this one is called Feel the Fever, and it's a purpley pink tone. This I think would look really great if you pair it on top of like a black base. Here you can see that, how it's kind of glittering. This one is that glittery one here. Just a cream base in a black color, and you layer that on top, like those are just gonna really pop. So those are fun. And then there's also in here the Dazzle glass that's also part of the Disco collection, and this one is called Cherry Popping. And it is a really fun sort of bright cherry pink, swatched right there. It's very glittery. That would look really fun layered over a bright pink lipstick, just to add a little bit of pizzazz. Also in the Le Disco collection, there was this eyeliner, and this is the Super Slick Liquid Eyeliner, and this is in the shade Pure Show. Basically like a golden, sparkly, glittery eyeliner. So you can see it there. Can you see how that is sparkling in the light? Also, a while back, I got the new foundation that they came out with, the Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation, because I wanted to use it in a video, and I will have that video linked on the top right now. It's my waterproof makeup tutorial, and this definitely held up. Like, it really held up to the water test, and I have used this foundation since. Even if you're not going to be using it on a day where you're going swimming or something, this foundation just has a flawless finish. Like, this worked really great. And I set it with the Pro Longwear powder. This is also just a setting powder by MAC, and I'm using the shade Light for this. So these two in combination, I was really happy with this. It really stayed, and my makeup stayed looking great. Also, I received from MAC this new brush. I think it's a new brush. This is the MAC 213 eyeshader brush. And honestly, when I saw this, I wasn't too impressed with the quality of this. I mean, because I know MAC brushes are quite expensive, and honestly, I feel like the quality of this particular brush is not that great. It's natural hair, but the front doesn't have a very good resistance, so I personally would go for the 239 over this. So thank you so much to MAC Switzerland. I've also actually posted a vlog. They invited me to the Montreux Jazz Festival, and I posted a vlog of that day on my German channel. So if you haven't yet subscribed to my German channel, go and check out that video. You can see what we got up to. It was really cool. They invited me to the concert with Mary J. Blige, and there was like, we stayed at this awesome hotel. And next up, I got some cool new products by Manhattan Cosmetics, and they sent me their new foundations called the Endless Perfection Makeup 24 Hour. And this is Light Porcelain number 56. This is a really light pink toned foundation, so this is amazing to have something like this in the drugstore segment. Then this one is 58 Soft Ivory, which is also light. This is a little bit more sort of yellow toned. And then this one is Natural Bronze number 68. I actually used this for contouring already. Honestly, I am so impressed with this foundation. I generally don't really buy drugstore foundations because it's really hard for me to find a color at the drugstore that's light enough. We have a very limited range here in Switzerland at the drugstore, so often even the lightest color is like 2 or 3 shades too dark for me. So this one is really amazing that they have these really light colors, and also this foundation really does last. This is actually what I'm wearing on my face right now. I mean, I have a lot of other products on, like cheek stuff and whatever, but I'm so impressed with this foundation. Honestly, It's very good coverage. I find like it's medium to high coverage foundation. Really just looks good on. Like I use usually a beauty blender or something like that to stipple it on, and then I set it with powder, and it does look really good, and it lasts a long time. And then I also got from them these new lipsticks that are coming out, and these look so cool. They're called the all-in-one lipsticks. I have these in 3 colors. This one, the far right one, this kind of brownie taupe shade, is called Hip Hazelnut 230. Then the one in the middle is this coral color, and this one's called Tender Tulip 420. And the last one, this sort of deep red color, is called 560 Ultimate Cherry. I got some more drugstore stuff from a company called BU. They sent me this palette. This is the Eye Color Selection palette. Honestly, I did a look. I don't remember which, oh, I think it was in my bridal, or not bridal, in my wedding story video. This was the palette I was wearing in it. I got a lot of questions in that video saying what was on your face, like what was the makeup you're wearing. Were these 4 colors that are in this palette, so these sort of lighter neutral tones, so these 4. I mean, it's not the best, absolute best quality eyeshadows that I've ever tried, but I mean, for the price point, I think they're fairly good. I haven't tried these colorful ones yet. They're a nail lacquer, and this is the Long Lasting Nail Lacquer number 429. And I liked the color. It's kind of this taupey brown color. And when I had this on, honestly, it lasted so long. Like, I could not believe this. I basically took it off when I got bored of the color. Like, it wasn't even chipping on the front. I just got bored of the color and I wanted something different on. And that was after maybe like 4 or 5 days or something. There was no chipping. There was a little bit of tip wear, but no actual chips. So super impressed by this, and I will definitely check this out at the drugstore. And if there's some more cool colors, like, I will buy some more of these. I also got a really nice package in the mail by Zoeva. I don't know if it's Zoeva or Zoeva. So they sent me a bunch of their brushes. And one time is the set. This rose gold set came in this actually really nice quality pouch. It's synthetic, but it's like sturdy, and I don't know, so that bag is just a nice addition. But let's actually get onto the brushes. So this is the brush set that came in that rose gold pouch. There's 8 brushes in here, and I used a few of them. There's a mixture of synthetic and natural, so this one is like this is just called the 104, it's the buffer, and I think this is synthetic. You could use that for your foundation, that's the buffer. Then there's in here the 228 crease brush, Luxe crease brush. This is made with goat hair. Smudger 226, that is definitely for using as a smudger tool for like underneath your eyes or something like that. This one is synthetic. Then there's in here the 234 Luxe Smoky Shader. This is just a flat shading brush, similar to something like the MAC 239. It's not quite as dense, I think, and the quality of the hair is not as good as the MAC 239, but it's very similar in shape. And then there's also the Luxe Cheek Finish. This is the 126. So you could use that, I don't know, for blush or something like that. This one is also goat hair. This is the Brow Line 322. I've used this for doing my brows. This is really good because it's very short, it's very, very sturdy. And this one is also synthetic. There's the Winged Liner 317. I don't really use angled brushes like this to do my winged liner. I use more like an artist brush. But this is also a synthetic one. And then there's the Luxe Face Paint 109. And this one is really flat and square. I think this is sort of meant to kind of be like the NARS, what is it, Ayada brush. And these ones you have to buy individually. So there's this one, this is the 129 Luxe Fan Brush. And this one is made with goat hair. This one is not so dense though. This is the 105 Luxe Highlight, which is goat hair again, and you could actually, I was thinking using this for like under eye concealer, setting that with powder or something like that. And then this is the 101 Luxe Face Definer. This is also goat hair, and it's so soft. Like the quality of this one is really good. And then this is also another brush. This is the 225 Eye Blender. And this one is great also. I think this is, I'm not quite sure. It's natural hair. I don't know what kind of hair it is, but this is a really, really great shape. I've washed all my brushes because I wanted to really see what they look like after they are washed. So they've all been washed, and I didn't use the brush guard or anything on them as I do normally, and they didn't splay that much. So that's always a good sign. The quality of these is basically, if I had to compare these, I mean, in price point, I think they're similar to something like Sigma. These blow the Sigma brushes out of the water. Like, definitely, they're so much better quality. The hair is much better quality. They're denser. They don't have that. I mean, they smell a little bit, obviously, because these are natural bristle hairs, but they don't stink. That's something I really don't like. So thank you so much to Zoeva for sending me those through. Lastly, I got a couple of skincare products that I wanted to share with you. So I got some new products by Vichy. They have come out with some new cleansing products. The one that I was most excited for was this one. This is the Purité Thermale cleansing oil. So they have now come out with a cleansing oil. This is new for Vichy. And then there's also in here a cleansing gel, and this is also the Purité Thermale cleansing gel. I haven't tried these out yet, but I will do now because I've been all about cleansing gels. Like, I don't think I'll be able to go back to regular cleansers, because right now I've been using the one by Bobbi Brown and by L'Occitane, and both of those work so fantastically. And if this one works great as well, like, I'm sold. I am not going back to regular cleansers. Like, I am all about the oil cleansers for removing makeup. And then also I received another cleansing oil, and this is by Caudalie. So now it seems like all the brands are jumping onto the cleansing oils, which is good. This is the Caudalie makeup removing cleansing oil. This has grape and sweet almond in it. So to those of you who don't know how to use cleansing oils, basically you put it into your hand, like when you want to remove makeup at the end of the day, you put it into the palm of your hand, you just kind of rub your hands like this, and then you put it on your face completely dry. Like, you can't wet your face beforehand, because otherwise it's not really gonna work. What the oil does is it like dissolves all the makeup that's on your face, especially like gel liners and waterproof mascara and stuff like that. But then you take some water from just in your hands and just splash it on your face, and then you kind of emulsify it around, and that turns the cleansing oil into this sort of milky substance, almost like a cleansing milk. Rinse your face with water, and honestly all that oil just goes away. Like, it's not like olive oil or something like that where you have this very oily residue. Once you take it off with the water, there's no oily film on your face. So that's why I've been absolutely loving it. There's no scrubbing involved, especially for eye makeup. Thank you so much to Vichy and to Caudalie. I'm very excited about that. If you want to see more videos like this, check out the two that I've linked right now on the side. You can see more of these sort of what's in my mailbox videos, and you can also hit the red subscribe button at the top so that you'll be notified when a new video comes through. I've been really active on Snapchat recently, so go and follow me on there if you haven't already, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye everyone!